This is Rock Leach with Social Fire. Prophetess Dr. Juanita Bynum is going viral for her latest sermon addressing Bishop William Murphy and club/hip-hop music in church. You don't want to miss this video. I'm going to go ahead and play the clip, and then I'll come back with some commentary. Let's go.
The church is not a club. The church is not a place where we club and dance to the devil's music. I'm sorry, y'all gonna be mad at me, but it's okay because the pattern cannot change. But let me tell you what's wrong with it. What's wrong with it is because if your building has an altar, then you have just made God mad. If it's just a building to you, then it's okay. It's okay. But see, I'm reminded of when the Lord says to him, I want you to go people out of Mount Sinai to the foot of Mount Sinai. Then the Bible said he looked up and fire had caught the top of Mount Sinai. And a voice spoke from the fire and said, come up here. Y'all ain't saying nothing. And he came up and he told the children of Israel, I got to go up here. But watch this, Mother Frazier. Like this is Mount Sinai. But where I'm standing is the foot of Mount Sinai. And this was the place that God decided to make an altar. Moses went up. He heard the noise. God said, get down there. The people have defiled themselves. He said, the people is clubbing now. Y'all ain't saying that. Y'all ain't saying. Y'all acting shocked. Y'all acting shocked like this is something new. It's not something new. And what God did then, he gonna do it again. Oh, you don't want to hear that. You don't want to hear that. You don't want to hear that. He said, get down there. The people are clubbing. Get down there. The people done forgot who I am. Get down there. I done brought them out of Egypt, but not worshiping the enemy. He said, get down there. He said, get down there because they're worshiping a golden calf. They're worshiping a baby cow that's not mature enough to produce anything for them. I want to make an announcement because I want to describe and properly define love. Love, I'm not talking about love, the emotion. I'm talking about when you talk about the love of God. The Bible said that God said, if you're going to love me with all of your heart, your mind, and your soul. Your soul meaning your life need to love me. He said, if you love me, keep my commandments. Oh, you don't hear me. I love you because I tell you that you're in danger. I love you because I tell you that what you're putting in your ears and what you're putting in your spirit is going to drive your flesh to disobey God. If I love you, I will tell you that. The Bible said there arose a generation that knew not the Lord. I don't care about people getting saved because they came and got saved to your way. But the Bible said, come out from among them and be ye separated. So how can you worship the devil on the altar and then y'all come on here. Come on here. Two glories cannot shine at the same time in the same place. No, we're not preaching to you a half gospel. Yes, come as you are, but you can't stay as you are. Y'all remember the word holiness? It's still real. It's still right. He's still going to require you to put it down and come out. He's still going to require you to let it go. Y'all ain't saying nothing up in here. He's still going to require you to have a yes, Lord. He's still going to require you to purge. He's still going to require you to be washed. If we don't be careful, we won't have nothing left in the church that is sacred. Ain't nothing going to be sacred. The pulpit ain't going to be sacred. They cussing in the pulpit. Ain't nothing going to be sacred. The altar is not sacred. Our Bibles are not sacred. Some of y'all don't even own one. But you better get one, because I'm here to prophesy to you. They're already trying to change the... How is your phone sacred? The same phone you cuss people out with. The same phone that you go off on your children. Now you sit in church with the answering texts while the gospel is being preached. God forbid. God is still requiring you to get out of the bed. He's still requiring you to stop fornicating. He's still requiring it. I'm not hearing y'all talk to me. Where is the church? Oh, I know where it is, because God said there will only be a remnant. There will be a remnant that will stand for the Bible. There will be a remnant that will stand for the true gospel. There will be a remnant that will say yes to God and no to the devil. They lying to you. They lying to you. You can't club in no church. They lying to you. Oh God. You can't still sex up with your boyfriend and say you saved. The Bible talks about profane language. They're lying to you if they tell you you can still cuss people out. I'm not hearing you. Saved from. What is your from? I'm going to come on this side because y'all looking at me crazy. What is your from? He saved you from what? Because if you still do the same thing that you used to do before you got saved, I hate to be the bearer of bad news. You have not been converted. I'm ready. Ain't nobody going to say nothing. No, I'm going to say something. I'm going to say something. The church don't club. The church don't club. We don't club in the church. We don't club outside the church. That's not saved. And I wish I had somebody that didn't mind giving God a praise, because you ain't scared. I was raised when we didn't have an organ. And I'm telling you that the power would drop in the church until you would hear humming all over that church. You would think the music is being played because the people knew how to break through in their belly to God. Because ain't no sinner got no business coming up to the pastor after church time and I enjoyed your service. No, what must I do to be saved? Which means the power wasn't in here. I feel better, but I'm not delivered. Y'all, I'm gonna come over here. I feel lighter. I ain't finna give up nothing. I just feel better. But we don't have time for that. Y'all ain't saying nothing. Have you looked around this church? We ain't got time for people that play church. We just got 1 foot in the world and 1 foot in the church. We don't have time for the people that club on Fridays and Saturdays and then come in here and want to worship God. We don't have time for that. The Bible said, choose you this day. Choose you this day. Who you gonna serve? God has called the church. Clean it up. Clean it up. Straighten it up. Clean it up. Clean it up. Clean it up. We're chosen. If you're in this building, you're chosen. If you're in this building, you've been running from God, and God brought you in here today to tell you that He hasn't given up on you, and you are chosen, and He is going to birth His will out of your life. I don't care where you are. I don't care where you've been.
Now, most people that follow me know that I have not been a fan of Dr. Juanita Bynum in regards to how she receives giving from people. However, this sermon is spot on. I agree with what she said. There needs to be a difference with what goes on in the house of God and what does not go on in the house of God. But I want to know what your commentary is. I want you to jump down to the comments and let me know what your thoughts are on Dr. Juanita Bynum and what she said addressing this Bishop William Murphy issue. Let's go.